If you suffered the pain of ulcerative colitis, there is hope. Listen to Stephen's story.
Hi, my name is Kim Everett, and this is my son, Stephen Everett. And we came to Winter Wellness at a place of complete desperation. Stephen was diagnosed with colitis, and he has had many hospital visits, and for even 16 days at a time in a hospital. And even since then, we've been on so many different kinds of medicines and biologics, and he just couldn't get to a place of good health. So we were at a place when we came here. Stephen struggled even walking up the stairs. He was having to go to the bathroom constantly. His emotional, mental health was affected physically. And as a mom, you normally have advice. You're like, okay, let's try this and maybe that. But I had ran out of advice. And my son was hurting and sick, and he couldn't even get past the point of looking to a future because he was so focused on the health part. And as a mom, I had nothing left to give him. I didn't know what to do. And so we had a friend who had come to Winter Wellness and had gotten great results. And so we came and found out that Stephen had a parasite. We went to Africa prior to this, and he had a parasite. And so we've been in that process of getting rid of that parasite and increasing the energy. And now he's at a place where he can think about the future and not be in this place of sickness that we had no power to get out of. There was nothing, the doctors couldn't help us because it wasn't just controlling the colitis, which I don't really think he probably even has. I think it was the parasite, but they couldn't even control the colitis, but his general health had deteriorated to such a state that they had no more answers for us.
How long did this go on? He was going through that process.
3 years, 3-year process.
Wow.
Anywhere else to go. I didn't feel like we could call the doctor because the doctor's still trying to treat the colitis, which was unsuccessful. They were not treating him as a whole person, the health.
Right. So how?
So yeah, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis January of 2016, and it just 3 years of pain, suffering, and my mind was constantly wrapped around where's the nearest bathroom, almost every second a day. And the pain hurt so bad I couldn't even walk, I couldn't even stand straight. And it, as a Christian, it actually turned me away from God, and for 3 years, and I started having depression and anxiety, and it really affected me emotionally. I've had some suicidal thoughts. At this point, I was hopeless. It felt hopeless, like there was no future. And I came to my mom. She had already heard about Winter Wellness Center, and she said, "Do you want to try it out?" And I was like, "Sure." I have nothing else to try, so I went there, and just the first visit, I started having this hope again. Now that switch, I went from having to go to bathrooms constantly, back pains, leg pains, low energy, depression, anxiety, to I can do 1,000 jumping jacks. I have no back pain. Bowel movements have gotten a lot less. I can walk up the stairs without hurting, and I'm good, right on track with the Lord, and just want to constantly serve Him, give Him all the glory.
Right.
Word I can describe my story is healed.
It's hard to find the words of just the gratefulness and
awesome.
relief that I feel, and I really wish that I know that we would have come here sooner, but it is crazy because you think when you take your child to the doctor and you're doing all this stuff, they're going to get better and we're going to get to a good place, and you keep waiting for the good place. And so coming here, I kind of came with all that baggage here, And I was waiting for the good place even here. I mean, there was hopeful. I think both of us were in tears when we were here the first day. And I kept waiting for that place to see that breakthrough, that this really is going to work. And then watching it transform. We didn't have to wait a long time. And that was amazing. It still even felt long to us because we had been through so much. But when you look back at the short period of time, watching him come from 3 years of such bad health and such bad suffering to coming here and then watching him get to that place of good health. There really aren't words except just awe and gratefulness.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She's goes.
There's just no words. I mean, there's just no words to where we were and where we're at. And we had no hope to be at this place. And I don't think we would be here. We would never be at this place if we didn't walk through those doors.
I have to say, both Dr. Jack Winter and Gene Winter are miracle workers. I believe that God gave them miracle powers to help me to get better. And so, just try out. Come visit at least once, and try out. There's hope. There's hope.
There's hope for you too. Call Dr. Winter at 770-536-6600.